Hello everyone, welcome back to Tartan Samurai Gaming. And today we're playing one of the most, I think, unappreciated games of the early 90s, Pit Fighter. This was the first game to use digitized sprites, which would later go on to be far better done in Mortal Kombat. But Pit Fighter was the one that started it, so in honour of that, we're giving it a playthrough today. So this is the arcade original, and it's currently running in the demo mode, but I'm about to buy in. Let's get plenty of credits because this is quite a tough game. It is an arcade coin guzzler after all. And let's start. Okay, I'm going to start playing as Tai, the kickboxer. And our first opponent is the Executioner. So you have basically a punch, a kick and a jump button. Pressing all three of them together activates your super move like so. And that was the Executioner's super move there, his pile driver. And you can see my character starting to flash red now because my health is low. So I have to pick it up a bit here. That's where you really get the extra damage, by putting in the extra kicks while he's on the ground. Okay, so we got through the first fight. I get the feeling I'm going to need all of these credits because this is a tough game. Funnily enough, this was the first arcade game that I ever actually beat. It cost me about £3 at the time, which was a lot of money back in 1993 or whenever it was, but still managed to beat it. That's a win. Okay, time to buy back in, and I'm going to stick with Tai for now because I know what I'm doing with him. Kind of. Southside Jim, he has this kind of a punch combo that he likes to do, which is quite damaging. So you got to watch out for. Oh, watch out for the crates as well, which he loves to break over your head. Yeah, that's that punch combo right there. So use the kicks to keep him at bay. And you notice that the crowd will sometimes kind of join in the fight as well. I believe after Southside Jim, our next fight is possibly a bonus fight where we fight ourselves. Again, something that Mortal Kombat would later do far better in the form of the mirror match. So this is basically just a 3 knockdowns and you win scenario. Oh dear, I'm in trouble here. Oh, there's one. Oh, back to 2 each. Oh, and I take it 3-2. That'll do. Oh, just wait. That is the Masked Warrior, who is the last boss. He gets progressively more threatening as you get through the game. Now, we're fighting Angel here, but also this is where weapons first really start to figure into the equation. And also, there'll be a barrel that we can break for a power pill that will make our character temporarily super strong. If I can get back on my feet here, I'm getting a bit of a pounding at the moment. we go. As I say, the key is those follow-up attacks. Right, I'll let you see what Kato looks like. So Kato is our karate guy. He's the fastest character in the game, but also the least powerful. So... oh, there's the power pill. Oh dear, and she's got it. We're in trouble now. You notice I did a full-on power attack there and it didn't actually do much damage to her. Yep, Kato is not that great a character if I'm being brutally honest. Yeah. But let's try Buzz, the wrestler. He does have a good slam move. Though his weakness is that his kicks are not that great. He does have good punching power though. And next up is CC Rider, a biker type. You want to try and grab that stick if you can. Well, too late, he's got it now. So let's try and break a bench over his head. That's not going to happen either. That kind of axe handle attack that Buzz has is quite useful for follow-up. And Buzz's super move is just a pile driver. And he's got a nice little headbutt as well. And you can see Buzz is the slowest character, but he's also hits the hardest, so that's useful. Some of these people in the crowd actually have weapons and they can be knocked down like that, and sometimes they might actually drop their weapon if you're lucky. Right, you know what? I'm going back to Tai. I know what I'm doing with him. Barely. Okay. This is better now. I've got a bit of a grip on the fight now. Are there any more throwables? Yes, there we go. Tai is a bit slow with weapons for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Ah, still, we won the fight. And I think next up is heavy metal. Oh no, another grudge match first, of course. It's every third fight is a grudge match. One each. Oh dear. Can't believe I've had a slow one there. Ah, right, one each. Okay, now, one more. Oh, and he's down. There we go. 3-2. Awesomely done. Don't quite know about that, but we got it done. Oh, it's Chainman Eddie, right. This guy has a one-shot takedown move, which is not pleasant. So we want to get the power pill here if we can, and yeah, we want to hurt this guy quickly and take him down before he really has a chance to do as much damage, because he is lethal given the chance. As you can see, the power pill really does change the game here. Although, funnily enough, your power attack still only takes away one bar of energy, so it's not actually any more effective. And Chainman Eddie's down. We made surprisingly short work of him. In the arcades, that was usually where my money would run out. Right, now we've got heavy metal. Can't tell if that's a really bad haircut or if it's supposed to be some kind of helmet he's wearing, but I'm going with it possibly being a Mohican haircut, given the name Heavy Metal. Despite the fact that Mohicans were a punk thing, but anyway. Let's not get too, you know, let's not be too precocious about it. Pretentious is what I meant to say, sorry, lost my words there. Heavy Metal isn't really that great of a fighter, he's just a bit of a nuisance really more than anything else. I don't know how they planned it out with the fighters, but I really feel like you should be fighting him long before you fight Chainman Eddie, because Eddie was a much harder fight. And the money is starting to mount up now. Another grudge match. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, right, we're in the zone now. I'm getting the hang of it now. Oh, you dare? I do dare. I think that's what he said anyway, hard to tell. Yep, some of the fights are repeated, so we are fighting Angel again. But this time, I've got a slightly better idea of what I'm doing. Although, if she gets that power pill again, I am in trouble. There we go, lovely. Now let's make full use of this. Already you can see that it's definitely turning the fight in my favour. And Angel is down, and only in 45 seconds. That'll do. Okay, match number 8. Mad Miles. Military vet who looks a bit like a skinny version of the main bad guy from Commando. Let off some steam, Bennett. One of the great movie one-liners, that one. Commando's got lots of great quotable lines. It really is just one of those great, really just a good, simple, fun action movie that does exactly what it should. Schwarzenegger's clearly loving every second of it. There were rumours that there was going to be a pit fight or two, but apparently it never happened, which is a shame because I think with, you know, the premise of an underground fighting ring is, you know, decent for a fighting game, but you know, it needed better controls, it needed a better variety of characters, it needed a, you know, just a better engine all round. But you know, the premise of digitized fighters, the idea of you know, having the crowd around you that can interfere with the fight, the pickups, and these are all things that were done later on and better in other games. So you've got to give Pit Fighter some credit for coming up with it, if nothing else. And you know, it's not the worst game in the world. It's all right. I mean, it's fun enough. Getting the hang of this now. And it's a 3-0. Lovely. And we're heading up to $500,000 and over. Lovely. Match number 9. Southside Gym again. Buddy's got a nice snazzy new green and yellow outfit for his next fight. And he is a bit harder this time. He does that punch combo a hell of a lot more than he did in the first fight. Although he's actually more susceptible to punches than anything else, funnily enough. Right, we want to try and get that power crate if we can. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, want to keep out Jim's way now. So double tap to roll away. Double tap the directions to roll away. Just try and keep out Jim's way until that pill wears off. So as you can see, my power attack barely even affects him. Yeah, the crowd aren't happy, but I'm not going to mix with a guy while he's pilled up. Not happening. And he took me down anyway. Right. Okay. Yeah, you can tell we're getting towards the end of the game here. I think there's only 2 more fights after this. You can tell this is an arcade game because it lets you keep your score between continues. Further incentive for you to pop more money into the machine. Yep, Jim is being a bit irritating here. He's not really letting me get any attacks off. Alright then, you want a fight, son? I'll give you a fight. Let's go. He said just as he got knocked out. Oh dear. Right. That's better. There we go, he's down. Yeah, you made it. I think that's appropriate. We didn't do that with any finesse at all. But we are up to $700,000 now. Yep. And now, this is the penultimate match. So there's the last boss in the background, and he's given us 2 Chainman Eddies to compete with. Oh no, oh no. Right, okay, gotta get out of the way. He has a 1-hit kill grab that if he gets me with it, I'm in big trouble. Yeah, he was going for the grab there. Right, okay. Eddie's back to normal now. So let's get that barrel. Oh dear. Right, there we go. Now we can do some damage. And this is like any sort of 2-on-1 match. Once you take one of them down, the other one becomes a lot easier. And Eddie number 1 is almost ready to go down, so if you keep out the way, you will get some chainman on chainman action. Although, like most beat 'em ups, he does have that annoying habit of, like, you know, as you fight one, the other one sneaks behind you and gets in an attack. Right, 1 down. Oh, Masked Warrior is not happy. Good. You get taunts in this game as well, which I think might have been a first. I don't know. Oh! Wow. That was a... that was a money-grabbing arcade move there, wasn't it? The 1-hit takeout. Okay, not long now. That rolling headbutt is really brutal. Okay. And he's down. Time for the last boss. And of course, beating the last boss will take us over $1 million. There can be only one. What? Highlander? Maybe that's why there wasn't a Pit Fighter 2. Maybe they got sued by the makers of Highlander for stealing their slogan. I don't know. Said it before and I'll say it again. That someone needs to make a Highlander game. That is just crying out for an adaptation into video game form. The warrior is not putting up as much of a fight here as I thought he would. There are 2 power pills there, if I can get a hold of one of them. There's one. Alright. And that should probably just about see us through. Ouch. And it's done! Our man Ty is the new champion. And he's now made $1.863 million, which in 1990 was a lot more than it is now. And so here we have the credits. So yes, these were all real actors that played the characters. All digitized in, albeit, you know, not as advanced as Mortal Kombat, but this was a full 2 years before Mortal Kombat when this was developed, so, you know, credit when it's due. Pit Fighter might not be a game that's particularly well remembered, but it is a trendsetter. It showed that digitized characters could be done in an arcade fighting game, and then, you know, a couple of years later, Mortal Kombat picked it up and ran with it and built a 30-year franchise on the back of it, so it just shows you it can be done. And on that note, I will conclude today's playthrough. So thank you for watching, everybody. Please remember to follow the channel, subscribe. We do have retro content coming up every day. Tartan Samurai Gaming. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.